Hello, dear adventurers, especially Greg. And welcome back to another Needlessly Complicated 14 stream. I'm doing all right, Greg. How are you? How was the rest of stream? I think might have missed the last, little bit of it because I was running around ridiculously. I have some tea to help keep me warm. You ended a little early. No worries. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take care of yourself first and just be like, hey. For me, that was letting Nikki steal my freaking lap. She decided, right when I was getting ready to do the final touches that I do before I start streaming, guess what? I want to cuddle. And you're going to cuddle. Or else. So, I had a cat on my lap and she was purring real loud, and that's why I'm late. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But yes, I also needed to use the bathroom and she wouldn't get off my lap, so that was like, okay, how do I juggle the cat out of my lap without her clawing me, because she was using her little needle hands to knead my leg. So it's just like, how do I get her off of my lap without causing me serious injury? Please, thank you. But yes, so here we are. And yes, today is going to be a snowy sort of stream. The Starlight Winter Festival has started in Final Fantasy XIV. And we also have a lot to do in Coerthas for the MSQ. And yet also there's probably going to be a lot of sand because we have one more level 36 side quest in Eastern Lenosha, and the Moogle Tombstone event has started, so we might also do Karn again and probably die to bees. Hi, Seki. Yes. Starlight whatever started yesterday. It's in Gridania, so if you're not there, typically you wouldn't see that it's actually physically snowing all over Gridania right now. But I hope you are doing well. Also, before I forget, let me give a shout out to our dear Greg with 3 Gs. Greg is an awesome streamer here on Twitch. I've watched some of my previous VODs recently, and I know I said YouTube a lot. That's not correct. It's Twitch. Uh, this morning, he was playing Death Stranding. He's been playing that more recently since finishing Pokemon Violet, and we've been having a lot of fun discussions during that. Greg says, I spend a lot of time in residential district outside my apartment, so I always hear the event music. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, of course. But yes, if you haven't checked out Greg, you are missing out. I'm going to do one of my bot shoutouts as well, so that his link is in chat if you would like to click it. But yes, we are here today to drink hot beverages and play in virtual snow, and also probably get murdered by various things in virtual snow. So here we go. All right, where's all of my stuff? I haven't been in Final Fantasy XIV since the last time I streamed Final Fantasy XIV, which was a week ago. And like with pretty much anything else, if I don't spend all of my time on it, I forget how to do everything. But look at that. Look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. And, like, I'm not a Christmas type of person. I don't really celebrate, but, like, I do love wintry themed things involving snow and trees and twinkly lights. I'm totally here for the twinkly lights. Seki says I might be lurking soonish to play 14 myself, so maybe we'll accidentally queue at the same time. And she also says, I love Christmas time. It's my second favorite holiday, or possibly favorite. Well, I'm glad that you are enjoying the season. But yeah, I don't celebrate because it's not my holiday. I really enjoyed it as a kid, but as I got older, it just, I don't know, it hits different when you are in college, away from home, and have just had finals week and are so disenchanted with the whole thing because you work retail. Maybe that's just me. It could just be me. But anyways, I do like wintry things with sparkle lights and pine trees and evergreens, which you will be seeing next week. So, another quick announcement. Let me... Monday, December 19th is our 8-month streamiversary. And doop-a-doop-doo. All right. Greg says, I can agree. Working retail really made me hate the holidays. Yeah. But as I just put in the announcement, on Monday, December 19th, it will be 8 months of us streaming. 8 whole months. And we will have a new graphics with a fancy new stream overlay that is involved with snow and pine needles and twinkly lights, because it's my favorite part of this time of year. As someone who doesn't really celebrate the holidays, that's what I like. I enjoy kind of the reminder that the season can be magical when you take the capitalism out of it. But yeah, we will probably be playing some more Words on stream. We might be doing some other community games as well. Any suggestions that you have for that, you can go right ahead and put them in the community Discord under stream suggestions. But yeah. Anyways, let us begin the Starlight Festival quest. We'll just stand over here. Happy Starlight! You're an adventurer, are you not? I'm on Garanji. I should probably have figured out how I was going to pronounce this before starting. Oh well. Starlight Celebrant, 'tis a pleasure to meet you. And may I say you've come at a most opportune moment. You see, we are planning some truly extraordinary festivities this year, but are presently short-handed. A bunny boy and a reindeer! It's no good, celebrants. We require the aid of an adventurer after all. Oh, dare I say she is an adventurer, and you have already made the arrangements? Allow me to introduce Associate Professor Lawrenson of the Studium in Charlian. He's here for the festivities, for which I'm hoping to secure your assistance. Lawrenson, Faculty of Folklore. Delighted, I'm sure. Without further ado, then, I shall test your knowledge of the season. First question, what creature symbolizes the Starlight celebration? I look perplexed. He has a reindeer with him, but I want to say Yeti. I don't think it's a bear. I want to say Yeti. I'm gonna say Yeti. For your information, it's pronounced Yeti, not Yeeti. Regardless, why on earth would such a savage creature symbolize the Starlight celebration? The correct answer is reindeer. Oh. It should be a Yeti. From gifts to garb, Starlight paraphernalia is often emblazoned with our design in the image of these noble creatures. Now, for my second question, when did the Starlight celebration begin to make use of this symbolism? If I didn't know what the symbolism was, why would I know when it started? When? You mean to say it was not always so? No, indeed. Any mention of reindeer is conspicuously absent from the tale which inspired the celebration. Thus did I take it upon myself to delve into the truth of the matter. Oh, so you're an expert in the field and you want to know whether someone's read your research notes or not. Got it. And after many a moon scouring literature, I discovered telling testimony in the ancient Ishgardian tome, which spoke of reindeer that amused younglings with delightful illusions. It was this spectacular act that earned reindeer their Starlight celebrity, I posit. And in order to prove my theory, I have journeyed to Gridania, this Starlight celebration, with this trusty fellow, Blitzen. Blitzen looks like he's having a lot of issues. Oh, so Blitzen can use reindeer magics? Yes, Blitzen is of a rare lineage, one that weaves illusions as a defense against predators. We have been keeping him under our care in Charlian while conducting research on his abilities. That sounds uncomfortable. 'Tis my belief that Blitzen can trace his ancestry back to the reindeer who delighted children with illusions in the Ishgardian tome. And I intend to have him do the very same for the children of Eorzea, confirming history by recreating it, as it were. You see, no matter how much I urged him back in Charlian, Blitzen refused to produce child-pleasing illusions. But in Eorzea, where it all began with his noble ancestors, I dared to hope that he will be suitably inspired. I welcome anything that will bring cheer to our sweet children. My duties bind me here, but I believe our adventurer friend will prove a most capable assistant. Indeed, your cheery disposition... Already. Aerietta cannot use words. That is not a thing she can do. She has forgotten how 15 times. Indeed, your cheery disposition tells me you are the perfect candidate for the task I have in store. Can I count on your cooperation? Splendid. I thank you, as will posterity, I'm sure. Now then, your role is a simple yet crucial one. Round up the children who will witness Blitzen create his illusion. I shall be at Apkalu Falls, making the necessary preparations. Good luck, and I will see you again anon. Perhaps you can begin your search along the path from the markets to the Lancers Guild. I dare say a few younglings will be out gazing at the shops and decorations. Da, 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 da. Okay, gonna scoot my chair in a little closer. There we are. And I'm also going to move a few things around because my desk is no longer big enough to just put things wherever I please. Okay. That is a terrifying face with a terrifying mouth. It's also where you would assume eyes would go. Anyways. Let's go teleport over to the Lancers Guild. Another thing I can't do that with announcements. That's right. Okay. I'll figure that out later. Okay. Oh, hey, look, a cautious child. Want to go see a reindeer? Hi, Seki. Sorry I can't watch too much at the moment because I don't want to spoil the winter event. Maybe I'll do it right now so I'm set. No worries, Seki. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I'm just going to have a little bit more of my candy cane tea because it's delicious. And continue. Oh, I was told to buy a Starlight. I was told to buy a Starlight cake and hurry home. Sorry. One child. Unappreciative. Okay, where's the next one? Hey, there's one. Lively lad. There's a magical reindeer that can create illusions? Amazing! I've just finished my chores, so I'll head over at once. Okay. And I cannot use a mount. Where's the last one? Inside near the market board. Okay. We're gonna run a little bit faster. And we'll just run from the top. We don't need to teleport. So many different kinds of snowmen. Or snow people, as it were. You really can't tell. Child? Child? Child! A bright-eyed boy. Yeah, as Seki said, if you are someone who has been taking a break from Final Fantasy and have a house, do keep in mind that auto housing demolition is returning next month. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, I saw that early this morning. I don't know why I keep waking up and checking my Twitter notifications at 5 a.m., but apparently that's when the Final Fantasy XIV crew puts up all of their newest announcements. So every single morning at 5 a.m., I get to hear the latest on Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, the auto housing demolition is returning. If you are someone who has been taking a break and want to keep your house, it would be a good idea to log in if you are able to. There are gonna be illusions? That sounds like fun and all, but I promised my mom I'd help her put up decorations. Sorry. Alright. It's probably time for daily resets and such? That's probably the case, yeah. Oh, that's right, he's at Opkalu Falls. Yeah, the Lancers Guild is still a little bit closer. Not by much, though. So we found one child. We are at 33% children. Okay, Lawrenson. I helped! Ah, you are returned. I trust a gaggle of rosy-cheeked younglings will be arriving shortly? No. There's one. Only this one? This is precisely the problem with today's youth. No concept of scholarship or the virtues of academic inquiry. Buddy. Stop being a boomer. Calm the hell down. It's a magic show. I suppose the single ragamuffin will suffice. For the purposes of proof, the number of children isn't consequential after all. Blitzen, the season of lights is in full glow, and a child stands expectant before you. Hearken unto the spirit of your ancestors and bring forth your delightful illusions. This is going so well. This is going great. Who wants to bet this is just a regular reindeer? Come on now, Blitzen. Is this not the Starlight celebration? And is that not a child, wide-eyed and innocent? Bah, that's just a normal reindeer. The baby Yeti from last year was much better. Oh well. I told you it was a Yeti. Why are you chasing after the kid? Don't do that. That's creepy. Oh, wait! Don't leave, I beseech you! There are crucial discoveries to be made in the name of folklore, for which your assistance is paramount. Yes, it's very sad. That did not go as I hoped. What am I to do now? Forgive me, but I need a moment to collect myself. Amidst the calm of the Great Loam Growery, perhaps. I shall return once my thoughts are clear. At least your reindeer buddy is sticking with you. Oh, that's right. I will wait at this destination. You wait patiently, but Lawrenson does not return. Perhaps you should search for him. So, to the Great Loam Growery we go, if we can hop over this very small inconvenience. Where is he? Where is he? Ah, way the heck over there. I went too far. Okay. Oh, it's you. It seems I've been here rather longer than I thought. My apologies. I've been pondering my dilemma, but I believe I have identified the root of the problem. The children of Gridania are insufficient for my purposes. The original testimony was Ishgardian, after all, meaning that it is Ishgardian children I require. I was a fool to consider proving my theory anywhere else. Yes, because I'm very certain that Ishgardian children and Gridanian children are just completely different. Just fundamentally not the same. Yep, that's definitely your problem. There's just one problem. Ishgard is closed to outsiders. As an adventurer, however, perhaps you know a way for us to enter the city? How does Blitzen feel about all this? You seem to be one reindeer short of a sleigh. I don't think the children are what's insufficient. But yeah, I'm gonna say, how does Blitzen feel about all this? Blitzen? Why, he would agree with me, of course. Isn't that so, Oh? Blitzen! Where'd you go? Blitzen! Blitzen! Yeah. If your reindeer's incooperative, maybe the kids aren't the problem. And if your reindeer are uncooperative, maybe it's you. I can't find Blitzen anywhere. Where could he have gone? Literally anywhere. He's a reindeer. I was so absorbed in my thoughts, I must have left him somewhere. The gods know he can't bear being alone. Oh, he must be so frightened right now. I must find him. Must find my dear boy. Aw, you like him after all, as more than just a test subject. Oh, Blitzen, where could he have gone? Lawrenson is in a state of distress. Try to soothe his nerves. There. Calm down. What am I doing? Blitzen needs me, and yet here I am, a blubbering mess. My apologies for subjecting you to such undignified behavior. Unforeseen circumstances have a tendency of rattling my nerves, but I am well now, thanks to you. I shall go and search for Blitzen once more. May I count on your cooperation once more? At once more. Words, they're a thing. My heartfelt thanks. For now, let us focus our search within the city. If you could make inquiries in the direction of Mikedo's amphitheater, I shall retrace our steps back to Apkalu Falls. Quickly now. And back to the amphitheater we go. We made a very big circle. A reindeer? Why, yes, I saw it go dashing through the snow towards Mikedo's amphitheater. I do wish it wasn't so, like, Christmas-centric, because, again, not everyone celebrates. And they definitely aren't putting holidays in for the rest of the people who celebrate different holidays around this time of year. A reindeer, you say? As a matter of fact, one went trotting by the amphitheater and down the lane not long ago. Like, I am a big fan of reindeers. But however, representation is important to everybody. Perfection. Absolute perfection. The very incarnation of crystalline beauty. Oh, were you speaking to me? Reindeer? Can't say that I did, transfixed to this frozen masterpiece as I was. I vaguely recall having heard some clopping noises passing behind me, though. Must have been something of the sort. Awesome. Okay, so we are coming up on an ad, but not quite yet. Greg says a big thing to remember, though, Japan doesn't celebrate Christmas from the Christian standpoint. Absolutely, and I definitely get that, but this is a global game, and I think it would be better to celebrate holidays from a global standpoint. They're mainly Shinto nation that do celebrate the, like, decoration festive things. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have the ad run a little bit early. And then we'll get back to the rest of the story to find this reindeer. But yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, Greg. Um, I don't know. I have been reading a lot of things lately that are very along the lines of how would you feel if your holiday was kind of tacked on to another holiday and all of that. And it's just like, hmm. It's kind of like how I'm feeling about the next mainline Final Fantasy game coming out 16. Is it 16? Yes, it's 16. Where it's just like all these people are white because that is the Japanese understanding of medieval European magics. Like, it's not going to be perfect, but yeah, there is always room for improvement, but not if we don't talk about it. Definitely not celebrating Christmas from a religious standpoint. Yeah, absolutely. Neither does the United States. Most places do not celebrate Christmas from a Christian standpoint. All right, so ads should be ending just about now. And they're always talking about Christ and Christmas. I mean, the loud ones, yeah. Um, but I think there've been numerous studies and polls on this, but like um something like 70% of people who celebrate Christmas in the United States say that they don't do so from a religious perspective. They just do it from it's a holiday perspective. Um, and like they just do it because it's tradition. Not necessarily that it's a religious holiday for them. It's that it's a holiday and it's fun. I mean, I would argue that it stopped being fun when Black Friday became a thing, but um and in Greg says, "Oh, that's wild. I've never met someone who celebrates Christmas unless they were raised Christmas or Christians." See, I maybe it's has something to do with where I grew up. I grew up in California in the foothills and spent a lot of time with family in Sacramento. And yes, there was a certain amount of Christian-centric traditions, but very few people I knew went to church or believed in God. So they were just doing it because that's how they always had done it before. So yeah, I actually didn't grow up knowing many people who were raised Christian or going to church or with any knowledge of what the Bible was. Greg says most people I knew go to church only on Christmas. And that's another thing. Like, where I grew up, you only went to church on Christmas if you were Catholic. And if you were Catholic, you probably weren't from the area that I was from because there is, like, one Catholic church in, like, a 200-mile radius. So, yeah, that also has a bit to do with the differences from where I grew up about how Christmas was celebrated. For most people I knew, it was very much Santa Claus. Santa Claus and Frosty the Snowman and reindeer, and that was Christmas. It had everything to do with the uh, the claymation representation of Christmas and nothing to do with the church. So yeah, it's not even an, oh, I consider myself a Christian even though I don't go to church. It's we're having a holly jolly time talking about Santa Claus and magic that has nothing to do with God or Christ or Jesus. Uh, so yeah, maybe that's part of the reason why I have a very different perspective about it. Yeah, it might be what makes a difference in your opinion. That is true. Yeah, and my perspective is also very different from a lot of people I know, because most people that I know who aren't Christian, who are atheist or agnostic, they do celebrate Christmas just because that's how they've always done things. It's a family tradition. No one has to believe anything. Seki says, wait a tick, I just showed up and noticed something. Closed captions aren't on. They should be. Captions are recording, so maybe they got turned off in your browser, because I don't control whether or not they show up in your browser. That is a setting that you have on Twitch, not one that I control. Hi, Claire. Welcome in. I'm glad that you can see the captions. Greg says, you can't celebrate Hanukkah from a festive standpoint. Christmas can be religious or not. Hanukkah cannot do that. Exactly. So it definitely... Because Christmas is originally associated with Christianity, I think that's part of the reason why I have a problem with it being the only thing celebrated this time of the year. Because it does stem from a religious point of view. So if you are going to be publicly celebrating one religion, it's kind of disrespectful to ignore all the rest of them. But that, again, that's a personal perspective. All right, so before I forget, I am giving Claire a shout out. Claire Cares is a variety streamer here on Twitch, playing through Mass Effect 2, doing a Renegade run, and she just got 50 followers! Congratulations, Claire. She is almost set up to be an affiliate herself, and I'm very excited for it, because Claire deserves the world. And I am always like, I don't outwardly smile a lot. I'm very reserved with smiling, but every time I'm watching Claire's streams, I'm like physically grinning the whole time. It's just a delight to be in her stream. You just need to stream more. I agree. I would enjoy that. Luckily, once you hit those numbers, you've done it. So, yep. I hope that nope, that wasn't. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I'm losing my train of thought. We were talking about a reindeer like a while ago. Greg says, like, as I was raised Catholic and have a lot of negative thoughts and opinions on church, I get people's ick factor for the religious side. Yeah, I totally get that. But again, they're not celebrating a religious holiday. They're doing a holiday, as you said. Yeah, it's very secular how Christmas is being celebrated in the current state of things, but Catholicism and its prevalence definitely changes how people celebrate it, even if they aren't Christian, even if they aren't Catholic. If they have a tie to the church in that way, they're going to celebrate Christmas differently. And as you were saying earlier, with Japanese people, most of them don't celebrate Christmas as a Christian holiday. They celebrate it as a holiday. KFC did a really, really good job branding their food as Christmas tradition, and now it's like you have to get in and get on a waiting list years in advance to get KFC chicken for Christmas as part of their holiday tradition. It's a completely different and very wild interpretation of Christmas as a holiday. And it is very secular, but I have a hard time divorcing the religious undertones from the rest of the holiday. If other religions wanted to have their holidays bastardized and having things like Moish the Talking Latka, I'm sure that games and the world as a whole would be willing to celebrate. Yeah, there's also that. Maybe what I'm looking for is a de-emphasis on Christmas and a higher emphasis on, like, winter. Maybe that's what I'm after. I don't know. I don't claim to have a perfect idea of what I would want to be different. Just like, if you're going to be a witch, I've already got that covered, Greg. Solstice is next Wednesday. That's why we're playing Potion Permit. I'm still trying to figure out how to celebrate holidays from a witchcraft perspective, because I also don't want to be appropriative, and I also don't want to celebrate from a Wiccan perspective because I am not Wiccan. Yeah, there's a lot going on in my head, always. Oh, adventure. Have you had any luck in locating? Blitzen, where have you been? I have been running myself ragged in search of you. Gua? I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to pronounce this onomatopoeia. Maybe it's like Mario or something. Wah! Yeah, that's it, I'm sure. But Blitzen, why do you bray so? Why, to summon me, of course. Ho ho ho! Fucking... This man. This man. And you are? This man. I am the Saint of Nymea, and I have come at our antlered friend's behest to lead your misguided soul unto the soothing bosom of the Starlight celebration. Guys, why is he here? I will ask you plainly, young scholar, do you understand why you were unable to coax forth the legendary twinkling of this reindeer's magics? So you do not know. Fortunately for you, naught escapes the Saint of Nymea's all-seeing eyes. That's because you pay for them! You see it too, do you not? The reason why our scholarly friend failed. Yes. He didn't bring up Yetis. Very important. You lost the sight of the spirit of Starlight celebration. You've forgotten who the celebration is held for. Yeah. What? Of course I haven't forgotten. All know that the Starlight celebration is held for the benefit of... the children. So you finally understand. Indeed, the Starlight celebration exists for the good children of the realm. This our antlered friend knows well. But you, my scholarly friend, you were so obsessed with your work that you could only see children as a means to prove your theory. Is it any wonder, then, that Blitzen was not minded to oblige to your demands? It is as you say, good saint. Respecting the customs one seeks to understand is basic folklorist fieldwork. I shame my profession in forgetting it. Also that, very important. Don't appropriate shit. And if you are going to be researching a field, talk to the people who the field is about. And do not disrespect their culture. Important things! Oh no, he's doing it again. Does that mean I have to do it again? Wah! Wah! My thanks for comforting me, my friend. and my apologies for ignoring your feelings. Ho ho ho! It seems my job here is done. I leave this man and this reindeer in your capable hands, adventurer. Happy Starlight to all, and to all a good night. Right, there isn't a moment to lose. Let us resume our research, and forgive me, force of habit. Ahem. Let us resume our celebration of this wondrous season by bringing joy and happiness to children. Wah! I want my mummy! That's what the child sounds like, right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I made myself laugh. Anyways. That cry of distress, it comes from the other side of the Aetheryte Plaza. Come, my friends. There. I saw it. Moogle Tombstone event! We're gonna have to do Karn! It's a tearful tot! No laughter allowed. Oh, I broke it already. I'm sorry. Where? I want my mummy! Oh dear, distraught as she is. How are we to learn what ails her? I'm pretty sure she's told you. She wants her mummy. We need to settle her some down. With sweets, perhaps? Or toys? Wah! Yes, Claire, you are correct. We are very serious here always. Ooh, how pretty! Well done, Blitzen, well done. Now we may ask after the source of her woes. Wah! Greetings, little one. Tell me, what is it that troubles you? Well, me and Mummy were on our way to the markets, but suddenly she wasn't there and I got scared. I see. I expect that your mother is still nearby, in which case, she probably would have heard the screaming. I'm just saying. Is anyone missing a child? We have a lost child in search of her mother. Buddy, just call it over the intercom. Shit. Oh! I gotta commit to the bit. It's terrible. I'm sorry. Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Greg. Mummy! You were there, then suddenly you were gone. I was so scared. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetling. I'm here now. Thank you so much for looking for my daughter, sir. Looking after my daughter. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Mr. Reindeer. Those shiny presents were really pretty. I think congratulations are in order. What? Oh, right. I suppose Blitzen just proved my theory, didn't he? I was too concerned with helping the little one to notice. Well, I shan't complain. Seeing as we've fulfilled our objectives, shall we report back to, Garanji? All right. Happy Friday indeed, Kristen. How are you today? And before I forget, Kristen, aka Tentative Tea Lover, is another streamer here on Twitch. She's pretty new to streaming, if I remember correctly, and you've been playing Stardew Valley on Wednesdays with your husband and other games occasionally as well, right? I'm well relieved for the weekend. Yes, me too. I'm doing all right. I've been making a fool of myself doing Mario impressions in place of reindeer noises because I think the reindeer noises would be more embarrassing, but yeah. That's a thing. Oh, welcome back, everyone. How did you fare in the end? Very well, I'm pleased to say. We managed to reunite a lost child with her mother, and for a happy side benefit, succeeded in proving my theory. My, the three of you have been busy indeed. Thank you for your help, adventurer. Allow me to offer my gratitude as well. Were it not for you, I would have remained, ignorant to what is truly important. Wah! Saying thanks as well, are you? But it seems to me you played an important role as any today, Blitzen. You are as dependable as a little helper as I've ever known. It's curious, though. At first he seemed wholly unmotivated to act, but then showed the illusion of his own volition. What do you suppose inspired his change of heart? I believe the answer is concern. In the beginning, he could tell that I held none for the children and sought only academic satisfaction. Pure of heart as he is, how could Blitzen be moved to assist me? However, when he sensed the concern I held for that crying child was genuine, he no longer felt resistance for using his powers. Blitzen sounds like quite the intuitive fellow. Reindeer generally are. As herd animals, they are accustomed to sensing even the slightest shift in feeling or intent. And this is but another theory, but I suspect that Blitzen's ancestors conjured their illusions in response to the feelings of love and kindness they sensed in the people around them. Such reindeer are far more plentiful back then. Some were even domesticated to pull sleighs. No doubt younglings had ample opportunity to witness the same spectacular illusions we now find so precious. It is truly unfortunate that Blitzen's kin have so declined in number, but I will cherish their invaluable contribution to the Starlight celebration. Thank you for sharing this fascinating history with us. If I was able to impart even a modicum of the passion I feel towards my subject, I will count myself very blessed indeed. But that reminds me. There's one last task for which I would appreciate your assistance, to wit, sharing Blitzen's miraculous illusions and the joy they inspire with as many children as we can find. Speaking in the true spirit of Starlight, Lawrenson, I dare say you'll be a little helper yet. Wah! For those who are just showing up, I can't do reindeer noises, so we're pretending he's Mario instead. Speak with Lawrenson to accompany him on a special Starlight celebration mission. Who knows what familiar faces you might encounter. And Kristen says, yes, Stardew on Wednesdays and Variety on the weekends. I've been away the last couple weeks due to a loss in the family, but I'm planning to stream again tonight. Well, I hope that streaming goes well for you. And again, I'm very sorry for your loss. I hope that you are able to grieve fully and just take the time to let yourself grieve. because that is a very important part. And yeah, I'm bad with words, but I hope you are well and that you and your family are feeling a lessening of pain as the more space is made. And Aerietta Bot is giving us a friendly reminder to take a sip of water because hydration is an important part of every adventure. Okay, so Reindeer Wrangler Lawrenson. You will accompany us then. My thanks. Our task is simple. We shall take Blitzen on a tour of Gridania and delight the children we meet with his marvelous illusions. While little helpers will be distributing presents of a more tangible nature, I believe that Blitzen's glamour will perfectly set the tone for such gift-giving. Being a visitor to this city, however, I'm not certain where to seek out children. May I trust you to guide us to them? Sure. I will help. Marvelous. Without further ado then, where shall we head first? Let's go to the markets. Very well. Let us go spread some Starlight cheer. Oh, it brought us right over there. Nice. Wow, a reindeer! It's massive! Look at him! He's massive! Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour. Ah! That's incredible! Happy Starlight, my child. This little helper has arrived with a very special gift. Oh, it's Mother Mione. I like the color of her outfit. It looks really good with the fur lining. Cookies, my favorite! Thank you, little helper. I'm going to go and share them with my friends. Well, if it isn't Aerietta, lending your assistance to the Starlight celebration? Yes, ma'am. As you can see, the Carline Canopy is also participating in the festivities this year. Our establishment has adopted the Starlight spirit, with a special children's menu in addition to festive decorations. 'Tis the season, after all. Now, while I would love to stay and chat, I must be off. These cookies won't deliver themselves. I look forward to seeing you again at the Canopy. Kristen says, I totally understand you and appreciate you. Thank you. Grief is an important and difficult process. It's hard to articulate how to describe it. Absolutely. I would totally agree with that. Well, that went splendidly, wouldn't you say? The little helpers appearing when they did only added to the children's enjoyment. And last but not least, Blitzen played his part perfectly. We shall take a well-earned rest, but we would welcome your assistance again should you feel like going on another tour. I read that as another hour, and I'm just like, what do you mean another hour? But it does look like we have an ad coming up, so I'm going to activate it early so that it will get out of the way without us missing any story. All right, see you guys in a minute and 30 seconds. Gotta keep those pre-rolls off as much as possible. Oh, that glam is cute. That glam is cute. And it goes very well with her hair and ears. Okay, so that is the Lunar Envoy's Turban of Maiming. That's not it. That's it. Whisper Fine Woolen Coat. I thought so. But what are the shoes? And what are the legs? Cashmere Slops. And Whisper Fine Woolen Boots. Okay. Very cute. I'm pretty sure you can make that with Weaver. I could be wrong. All right, so since this is an all quests, all jobs run specifically for lore and stories, we're going to look at the other two little scenarios with Lawrenson real quick before we continue on. And it's the same dialogue. So let's go to the Great Loam Growery. Wow, a real reindeer! I've only ever read about them before. Go on, Blitzen, show us your spectacular glamour. Ah, amazing! Indeed, much like the scent of freshly hewn cedar. Happy Starlight, youngling. We, the Saint's little helpers, have come bearing gifts that one can touch as well as see. We hope you like it. Hunks of wood? It is a lumber set, child, comprised of the finest selection of timber the forest has to share. You have your soft-grained maples, some supple ash, a stern oak. Can you not hear the symphony? Not really. Those are building blocks, my dear, made especially for you by the Carpenters Guild. Oh, I love blocks! Thank you, little helpers! This kid is the epitome of fake it till you make it for feeling gratitude about gifts you aren't sure of. Curious that he should appreciate blocks over the fine cross-sections of lumber. Puzzling indeed. Yes, yes. Absolutely. Aerietta, what a pleasant surprise! And it's good to see you too, Fufusha. As you can see, the Botanists and Carpenters Guilds are working together for this year's celebration, with the Guildmasters volunteering to be little helpers. Our gifts are a joint effort. Beaton's people at the Carpenters Guild made some beautiful blocks out of the wood my botanists gathered while tending the forest. I hope these toys sow the seeds of inspiration within the hearts of our younglings, that they might grow up embracing nature. But enough about vegetation metaphors. We have presents to distribute. She's adorable. Come, Timbermaster, more children await. Indeed. And let us use that blocks gist from earlier. It seemed rather effective. I'm pretty sure the timber jest was for you, Beaton, not the other way around. Well, that went splendidly, wouldn't you say? The little helpers appearing when they did only added to the children's enjoyment. And last but not least, Blitzen played his part to perfection. We shall take... Oh, okay, we already said this. Never mind. Okay, so we have one last... Will you accompany us, then? My thanks. Yep. You've already said this to us before. And now we go to the Leatherworkers Guild. I am afraid of what we will find at the Leathersworkers Guild. Oh, hello. This is my first time meeting a reindeer. Is he friendly? Go on, Blitzen. Show us your spectacular glamour. Wow, it's beautiful! Uh-oh. Hi, Jiva. Happy Starlight, my dear. I have a gift for you from the Saint. Perhaps not as sensational as the reindeer's trick, but these will last longer. Leather accessories! I love them! Thank you so much, little helper. Darling little thing. I trust you are fulfilling your Starlight duties with the diligence expected of you. Yes, Jiva, I am. I too have volunteered my services this year. I thought it only right, seeing how much of my own little ones delight in the season. I did not know you were a parent. 'Tis remarkable how a child's smile can warm the heart, an infectious joy if there ever was one. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I kind of am, by the way that she runs the guild specifically. Anyway, I must be off. Enjoy the rest of the festivities. All right, and I believe we have done all of the scenarios for this. So is there a vendor is the question. I am not a crier. Starlight supplier, hello. I cannot jump that way. How terribly rude. Hello, little Lalafell in a reindeer outfit. That is very cute. I don't need an illuminated tree because I do not have a house. Prism of Stardust. I would like Stardust, please, thank you. And sunshine is also very important. Okay. Hooray, we did the thing! We have celebrated the Starlight Festival. So, yes. Blah, blah, blah. I can words, I cannot words. And we have a command for that. Aerietta cannot use words. That is not a thing she can do. She's forgotten how 16 times. All right. So we have done the thing. We have gone forth. We have conquered. So now we are going to go back to Coerthas for a much more sad, snowy situation. Because in Coerthas, we have more level 36 MSQ. Ugh. And I'm gonna stretch because I need to. What's up here? That's a level 38. We're not there yet. So for anyone who is new here, here's a little blurb about this little challenge run that we are doing. I am doing all of the jobs and all of the quests in Final Fantasy XIV simultaneously. So as soon as it becomes available, I am then leveling the jobs simultaneously. So right now we are getting all of our jobs to level 37. That includes Disciple of Hand and Disciple of Land, which most of them are already above level 36 with the exception of 3, if I am counting correctly at a glance. So we are currently working through our level 36 MSQ, and we do have one level 36 side quest on my notes that we have not yet done. But we're going to be continuing with level 36 MSQ. For which we have to go south. Did I get the Chocobo Keep down at the observatorium, or is there not one down there? I got it. Excellent. We're gonna ride that. And enjoy the snowy scenery. And the lovely music. And the weird snow alligators. With their creepy 3-part mouths. Don't really get to see the observatorium from a distance very often. It's very interesting. Alright, so I think the next part we have to speak with Edmel. And I do apologize if I am pronouncing the French-inspired names incorrectly. I'm doing what I can and trying not to offend anybody. I love the snow too, Kristen. It's really pretty. They did a very good effect of this. They also have very silly hats. Look at this. Look at both of these. Why are your hats like this? Sir, you are talking a whole bunch. Is this child even following along, or is he just reading comic books? The world may never know. Okay, let's go inside. Ah, Edmel. So it's a lady. The hat is bigger than their heads. Yes, yes it is. Can't even see her face. Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovoy be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist in your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamont up above. And try not to fall down the steps or get dizzy. That's the real challenge here. Because it is a long drop. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall in the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamont. I wish to speak to you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guillaume. You honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandare's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? You've come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have come... as though you feel you have... nope. Hang on. Aerietta cannot use words. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation. ignorant to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. You struggle with that as well, Kristen. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Rude! Rude! Also rude. I forgot to eat a thing, so I do not have the meal benefits of experience. Hello, Josie. You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. Chore simulator, let's go! As an associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium, he was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Yeah, we can do that. Kristen says, always. I have 4 kids. I'm always calling them by the wrong names. My dad would struggle so hard, but my grandmother was much worse. It would be my name, my mom's name, and sometimes the cat's name or the dog's name. And I'm gonna fall off this. Okay, here we go. Ow. Yep. But yeah, just the whole time. Just like, especially when she was frustrated. It was very much she'd be like, this person, that person, that person, this person, whoever you are. Kristen says, yes, I feel bad when I do. My brain just gets jumbled. That's totally fair. Also, you do have 4 children. Which is incredibly impressive that you keep their names straight to begin with. I'm going the wrong direction. But yes, being a parent is hard. Being a parent of 4 is harder. It's a lot. And then you stream on top of that. No. Target is too far below you, but I don't want to stand down there. You do love it though? I'm glad. I hear parenting can be very rewarding. I, on the other hand, only have a cat, and I have mixed feelings on the rewards of having a cat. Nikki is very cute. She is also a pain in the butt, and she is the reason we were late for today's stream. Also, I need to put it in chat again because it is later on. I just need to scroll up so I can copy and paste. Here. And I'm going to pin this message. So, Monday, December 19th is our 8th-month streamiversary. We will be having new graphics and community games to play together at that time. And one of the new graphics will be the final version of my cat Nikki being added to the overlay. That was the reward for hitting 40 followers, and it took me a while to get there. So if any of you are interested in coming in, hanging out, playing Words on Stream and various other community games, we're going to be doing that on Monday at the same time slot, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Kristen says, dude, parenting isn't everyone's path, and that's okay. I like it, but not everyone does, and that's more than fine. Absolutely. I don't have any intention of parenting a human child, and that is okay. I have multiple reasons why I wouldn't want to, but it's just that's not my path, and I'll support people whose path that is, and to support those kids. Just because you don't want to be a parent doesn't mean you have any right to be a jerk to children. And that's all I have to say about that. So long as you're not mean to the kiddos, it's fine. If the kiddos are mean, you teach them not to be. The end. Let's talk to this boy who is out here in the snow. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... He's right there! They're right there! I'm pretty sure they can all see you. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Sterndare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. Are you freaking kidding me? I came out here to save your ass. Which obviously needed saving, because you can't even tell when you are directly in the presence of Ixali. I don't like the Ishgardians very much. We will see a lot more of this as time goes on. I don't like them. The ones that become plot relevant later, sure. They grow on you. However, Ishgardians in a general sense, I don't like them. That dude needs a humble pie. I think the entirety of the Ishgardian nation needs a humble pie. They are very rude to literally everyone. And they're very, very stuck up at all times. Also, I'm sorry if anyone is getting dizzy from the weird camera angles. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Sterndare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Though should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Okay, but where is he? And we're running downstairs again. But yeah, in this quest line, if you have like really strong feelings or are triggered by the Catholic Inquisition, you might want to skip watching the rest of this, and I totally understand. Because like this, the only reason I am not in a rage right now is because I know exactly what's coming and exactly what happens to the people who make our lives hell for the next, like, what are we? We're level 36? 34 levels. Maybe more. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you've rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny you what you have deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. Is it not fitting that you aid us one final time? Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, so those aren't really better. So level 35, so that's 4, 4, and 6. These are also better. What about these? It would be compared to fingerless foreskin gloves. Nope, not of gathering. Toadskin arm guards, maybe? 4, 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4, 6. Okay, so these are probably the only ones that will actually help us. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skill but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he very much would like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request of aid. Yeah, okay. I'm not doing any better with gear there, so. And we get back on our poor little chocobo, who's probably freezing its little tail feathers off. And I'm gonna take another sip of tea. Okay, so the stolen wares are going to trigger a fight, I believe, and possibly a cutscene, so we have another ad starting soon. Again, I am going to trigger it early so that no one's missing any story. All right, see you guys in another minute and 30. I'm getting better at managing the ads, but it's still kind of frustrating because this is a very story-heavy game, specifically the way that we are playing it. So the interruptions are frustrating, but that's just the media we are using to tell the story, unfortunately. But it does give me time to stretch and remember to drink fluids, which is important. It's hard to believe that we're already an hour and 30 minutes in as well. Yeah, and it is just a short pause. That is also true. I tried to make sure that the ad breaks weren't very long, and also that they weren't too terribly frequent. Just frequent enough to make sure that the pre-rolls were off so that people coming in didn't get tied up in ads before they could even see what we were playing. So I'm going to cross things off our list because we finished the Unending War, Men of Honor, and we are on 3 for 3. And we should be back from ads as well. So Gonna hop off our chocobo and start gathering the stolen wares. One. A Tahoo. And a fight breaks out. Hi, sir. Or madam. I don't really know. It's fine. So, we're gonna back up a bit. And... oh, come on. You need to stop. You need to sleep. I need another potion. You need to stop being a freaking problem. Okay, there's one of them. Okay, so. Should probably have waited. Whatever. The last one is still sleeping, so we might live. Or not. I just need to get rid of one of you, so I'm only dealing with one of you. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, we did gain a level. Very good. So that means that our last box, we will switch jobs to put levels on that for our very strange challenge run. Okay, so that was Black Mage. Let's do it on Summoner. Something similar, right? Similar, but not the same. And 3. Okay, so I also want to make sure that I am wearing the best gear for the job. There we are. And now we can head back. Let me just bring my bird inside. Hello. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Yes. Goods bound for a market and stolen by a band of heretics. Goods bound for a market and stolen by heretics. Goods bound for a market and stolen by heretics. Gods bless you, friend. It's all here, every last... but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too! Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the locks appear to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipment manifest, be my guest. Hi, Seki! IRL stuff. Good stuff, but still stuff. Yeah, absolutely. No worries. Just glad to have you here. Fury, take me. A draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps it is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenard is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ashardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Kristen says I have to run, but I hope the rest of your stream is fun. Thank you so much, Kristen. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And did you say you were streaming today or this weekend? Well, thank you. Streaming tonight around 8:30. Okay. So, again, if you haven't checked out Kristen, aka Tentative Tea Lover, she will be streaming tonight around 8:30. I don't remember what time zone you're in. That would probably be a good thing to know. Open link, a new tab. 8:30 Eastern. Okay. Well, I hope you have a good stream. Thank you so much for being here and saying hi. Okay. I looked up and I saw this man's name and I immediately thought Carrot Lout. So we're having issue with the French names from the elves again. Carlo, I think. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man who wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helena for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he'll know you for a friend. Now go. Interesting that the French-speaking elves would choose a German language flower. Specifically, I believe it is the national flower of Austria? Please check my math and any facts that I give you. Do your own research. I just remember a lot of random things, and sometimes they get jumbled. But I do know that Edelweiss is a flower, and it is German. Yes, you look as though you have something to say. Do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? Whoever wrote this and made me say those words and look at that with my own two eyes. I see, sir. Carolo has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Someone's trying to frame you. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. Hello? That looks to be a bot. So, since it's two separate people, I'm gonna say that's probably a bot. And if you aren't, sorry, but I don't let people just come in and post links, which is why you can't post the links. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for they harbor even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Horchefond of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. We're going to see the boy! We get to meet the boy! Yeah. I will give you all the little poem that I wrote about Horchefant after his tale is fully told, which might be a year or so from now, depending on how quickly we get through the content. But yeah. When I first played this game, I didn't like Horchefant very much. And then it got to a certain point, I'm just sobbing, crying my love for our boy. As Seki well knows, Seki has an entire basement dedicated to portraits. Seki, you've seen the poem about Horchefant. Because I couldn't pronounce his name, so I called him Lord Hashisha. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter, pray. Tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to the events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartno, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. It could just be that you remember it different. I wrote Lord Hashisha a letter and shared it in Discord. Ooh. That's not better. Am I... It's not letting me do the thing. Because we're in a cutscene. No, I think we have a linen sorrow. We don't. Heavy steel. That looks pretty dang good. I'm gonna grab those. Karn gear superiority. Karn is bad and it should feel bad. Oh no! Ah! If you are new here, the reason for my reaction is that, as per our challenge run rules, if a quest appears in my minimap, I have to take the quest. As you may have seen, multiple quests just unlocked simultaneously. I am able to count 4 of them, not including the MSQ quest. So, here we go. Maybe they're short and not quest chains. We can only hope. I haven't written out the level 37 quests yet because we still do have 1 level 36 quest, which I hope to get to by the end of stream today, so that we'll be done with those and only be leveling for a while to get everyone to 37, or rather all the jobs to 37. It's one person, multiple jobs. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortomps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make the inquiries of your own. Lady Nina of mine own House Fortomp, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Helenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may be difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortomp. Do not concern yourself with House Zmail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished. Alright. A word adventure. House Fortomp has just called a reward on the snow wolves that harass our supply chains. These creatures are the most dangerous when young and starved, and this litter of 4 is both. I lost 2 good men to these wolves. Had they been knights, the hunting horns would have sounded ere their blood had rusted. I would see you avenge them, and the reward is a fair one. Bring back the hides and we shall both gain what we seek. Aerietta cannot use words. That is not a thing she can do. She has forgotten how 18 times. Adventure, I hear you like a good hunt. The common folk tell me they have lost a good many of their animals to an ogre. Their petitions have come to naught, and so they come to me, and in turn I come to you. We must needs have a decoy for this hunt, but I would not ask the folk to risk more of their livelihood. Let us use my own beloved Sebastian to lure this ogre out into the open. Oh, he's my darling Caracal. A wise knight keeps her own source of wool. Yes, Sebastian has clothed me since I came to this camp and will someday feed me too, no doubt. But today you will return him to me safe and sound. Lady, that's a lot to ask of someone. I don't want Sebastian to get hurt. I do not like this request you ask of me. This is probably upstairs. The other one is probably also upstairs. Ah, there's one. Well met, sister in drudgery. I'm a sellsword myself, but I doubt this lot here rates that any higher than adventurers. But I can't complain. I have 3 squares and a clean straw enough to sleep in, even if I moil all day for it. Any road, thought I'd share some of the work with you today. A wagon bound for House Fortomp broke its wheel shaft on their way, and sent word they'd be half a day late. Ain't showed up yet. They're on the east road. Those little legs of yours won't find it too far. I've got my own donkey work to see to, but we'll have a mug of something when you return. Alright. And now we go even higher upstairs. And try not to get stuck on geometry too much. There it is. Truth is, I used to be galled when I pulled fire duty, but I've come to thank me lucky stars. And Coerthas, dull and warm beats dull and cold any time. I have no complaints about the war, to be certain. We're short-handed here, though, so dim have our lights grown. 'Tis no wonder a patrol mistook the wisps for the stronghold. The north wind blows hard tonight. Will you patrol the braziers and light those that are dark? Listen to that shriek. Sometimes I swear that the very climes have declared war against us. Here, take this bit of live coal to light the braziers with. Okay, so we have exactly one remaining quest that is level 36. Treasures and Tribulations. With this guy, apparently. So we need to go to Wineport again, apparently. And back on our burb. Where'd he go? Ah. Right next to us, of course. Hidden treasures. Ha! Another gill-crazed greenhorn reeled in by Ealdwine's tall tales, eh? Sometimes I mess up. I'm trying real hard not to use ableist language, so that's on me. Apparently, I need more sleep because the more sleep-deprived I've been, the worse I've been about remembering to change out words that are ableist in nature. So, that is my bad. I'm sorry. Let's start that again, once I've figured out a good replacement for it. How about aspirational? That sounds better and a lot less mean. Another aspirational greenhorde reeled in by Ealdwine's tall tales, eh? Yes, Ealdwine. That's the doddering fool's name. Though, mind ye, I've not known him to limit his consumption to any one type of brew. I saw him just the other day, I did, clutching some tattered, piss-yellow parchment like it was made of solid mithril. This is my ticket to fortune, he blabbered, not half so eloquently, mind you, before stumbling out the tavern doors and promptly falling flat on his mug like as not. Did I see the map myself, you say? Did I ever? Why, the fool shoved it in my face so many times that I swear the mold left on the page to take up residence in me nostrils. 'Twas a mass of blue and brown splotches that Ealdwine swore was Camp Bronze Lake, with a big red X to the southeast. You're not thinking of going there, are you? Take my word, you'll find naught but a sorry drunkard and a sack of broken dreams. And yet we will go there still. We're coming up on time, but I want to get this done. It's our last level 36 quest. It'll be nice to have it fully checked off so that we can start up new again next Friday, because as the pinned comment says, on Monday we will be doing community games. We might also do roulettes if anyone wants to join me for Final Fantasy to maybe do card, and I think only card probably, in order to get some of those Moogle tomestones for the current Tomestone event. Who goes there? Wait, don't tell me you've come to help old Ealdwine dig for buried treasure. Well, I'll have you know I'm faring just fine by myself. Just took that beauty over there. Not that I can blame you for being jealous of my vast riches. Lucky for you, I'm feeling generous today. So here's the deal. I'll give you the honor of opening my latest discovery. That's right, for one precious moment, you can walk in the shoes of Aelwine, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Go on now, the casket won't bite or nothing. Saki says, oh no, I might miss a Final Fantasy Friday thanks to holiday prep. Yeah, I totally get that, and that is a thing that might occur. I'm going to mostly just be working on leveling jobs to 37, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But yes, like I said, if there are enough people available and interested on Monday, I am probably going to be just running Karn on repeat for the Moogle tombstones. Shabby casket. Interacting. You open the lock on the treasure coffer. The trap springs, releasing a powerful musk in the air. Ouch. Hi, friend. Please don't. Yes, please leave. You are in the way. Oh, nope. Someone's helping me. Never mind. Well then. That's 3 of 4 disturbances, or is that all of them? Someone switched jobs real fast and gave us some help. I think. I was distracted. You retrieve a tattered coin purse and a broken bottle from the casket. Is this what you were talking about, sir? 7 hells! Where did those nasty buggers come from? Why, if I had my trusty pickaxe with me, I'd have split their skulls clean in 2. Where in the world did those things go? Anyway. Here is a tattered coin purse housing but a pittance of coins. This threadbare trifle represents the contents of Aelwine's treasure discovery in full, along with a shattered bottle. Broken bottle recovered from the open treasure coffer. A viscous substance gives off a sickeningly sweet odor. What's this? Looks like old Aelwine had the finest Eorzea hash to offer, but from the drowning went to Busgrunst others, and he ain't seen nothing like... Great Byregot's gut! Okay, I'm going to snooze the incoming ad so we can finish this up. It's a trap, that's what it is! Opening the casket shatter this here bottle, and this foul slop pour it out. Luring them nasty buggers with it. It's stink. I told you to be more careful. Now hand over the loot. You may have opened the casket, but it was Aelwine that did the dirty work. Wait, what's this? You gave me everything. I got more last time I sold me undergarments for grog money. You did what, sir? You aren't holding nothing from me, are you? Well, looks like we've got no choice. We've got to go out search bigger and better treasures. Not the same treasures, of course. I can't hold your hand forever. So sit back and let old Aelwine impart to you a proper trove of knowledge on treasure hunting. First, you find yourself a map. Once you have your map, then you decipher it. That means you look at it nice and good like. Then, when you figure out where the treasure's hiding, you go there and you dig it up. Sounds simple enough, you say? Ha! I might make it look easy, but I can assure you it ain't. Treasure hunting demands a sharp eye and a sharper mind. But don't be discouraged. Hone your skills like old Aelwine, and the treasures are sure to follow. God, my head hurts trying to do this voice. Now, if you'll excuse me, my throat's feeling dry. Mine is too. I think I lost a lot of air trying to do that. This won't even buy me a swig of the wench's cheapest grog. What you meant to do to drown its sorrows? Ooh, we learned Decipher and Dig. I forgot that that's what this quest did. We can now decipher time-worn maps of certain sizes and whatnots. No, we aren't. Where the hell is it coming from? We're gonna go away. We don't want to do the fate. Okay. So I'm thinking probably the best place for us right now is going to be heading back to Camp Dragonhead. And we will wrap things up around here. So thank you all so much for coming and saying hi and visiting and lurking and all of that great stuff. If you would like to find out more information about the stream or find us on other social media, you can use the Beacons link directory in chat right now to go to Twitter, Hive, Instagram, our community Discord, where if you have suggestions for community games to play or would like to put your name in the pool to do roulettes and Karn for Moogle Tomestones on Monday, that can be found on the community Discord as well. I also have a YouTube channel for VODs and shorts. We are 8 subscribers on YouTube away from 100. So that's pretty exciting. I also have tipping on Ko-fi and gifting on Throne, if you feel so inclined to demonstrate your appreciation in such a manner. Seki says, if there's Camp Dragonhead, where's the rest of the dragon? They cut it off, Seki. These are Ishgardians. Greg says, thanks, Aerietta. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Greg, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, so let us take a look to see who among our friends is online. There's the mute tab button. Okay. Let's see. And we're going to snooze ads for another 5 minutes because we are just about to end things here. You know, we had just visited recently, however... Oh, wait. Someone else who plays 14 just logged online, so let me see if they are playing 14 now. Deadlight by Daylight. I don't really want to watch that. All right, so we recently went to see Indecisive Fox, but I think that would still probably be the best place for us to go and visit today based on who's online. So we will find more people to raid soon. If you haven't already met our dear friend Indecisive Fox, they are a Final Fantasy XIV as well as other MMO streamer here on Twitch. And they are a Shiba Inu fox deity VTuber that is very cute, very sweet, and I appreciate them greatly. They're also currently playing some more Stream Pirates with drops enabled, marbles on stream, and it looks like doing some cute stuff in Final Fantasy XIV in G-Pose today. So lots going on. In chat right now, we have our raid messages. So we have our regular raid message as well as our sub-raid message for those of you who are subscribed and would like to use our cute little emote. So if you would like to join me, please come right along and I will get that set up. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you on Monday for some community stuff as we celebrate 8 months of streaming. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye, everybody. I hope you join me on the raid.